In this class, we are going to understand about two operators. That is, first of all, we are going to understand membership operator. Next, we are going to understand what? Identity operator. So, in Python, in is called as membership operator. Okay, and this operator can be used in two ways. One is to check a value exists in a list of values or not. That is, the membership operator in can be used to check whether a value exists in a list of values or not. How? Let us understand with the help of example. For example, you take some numbers. Okay, numbers is equal to, let's say, 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. Okay, now x is equal to, let's say, 30. I want to check whether this x value is present in this particular numbers list or not. Okay, this is a list. Numbers is a list because any values that we put in the square brackets is a list. Okay, list is nothing but like an array in C language. Okay, therefore I will check the condition now. Print x in numbers. It is an English speaking sentence. Okay, so I'm saying that x in numbers. See, x is how much? 30. 30 is present in this particular number. See, 10, 20, 30. Yes, it is present over here. Therefore, it returns what? True. Like this, we can check whether a value is present in a list of values or not, like that. Okay. Now, let's say example y is equal to 90. I am going to give. Now, I say like y in numbers. Now, this is going to give you false because y is what? 90, which is not present in this particular numbers. Okay, this is what? This is how can we use the in operator. Okay, next, now second usage of the in operator is it can be used in for loop to iterate through each element of sequence. Okay, now what is that? Let us understand with the help of example. Again, file, new file. I am going to write a program, and in the program I am going to explain. For example, numbers is equal to, again I take some list. Okay, just basics we are going to understand now. Okay, now I want to print these particular values present in the list one after the other. Okay, one after the other I would like to print, or I would like to process, and this can be done by using a for loop, like for okay, for x in numbers, like this I can write. Print x I can write. Okay, so how this is going to work, let me tell you first. First of all, let me save the program. File, save. Let me say the program name is, generally I give a.py, and okay, click on what? Save. Already exists. Okay, say yes. Now run module. See, you are getting the values 10, 20 and 30. So how you are getting these values? Let me explain this particular thing on the board. Okay, let me explain this particular thing, how it is going to work, right? So please just wait. Okay, here I am going to explain how it is going to work. Let us see now, please. So what we have written here, it is, we have written the numbers like this. Okay, what is that? Is numbers is equal to, that is 10, 20 and what? 30. Okay, now I have written the for loop, like for x in what I am saying? Numbers. Therefore I print here, print x. How it is going to work now? Okay, let me change the color and let me explain this one. Okay, if you see this is a colon actually. Okay, right. What does the numbers contains, please? What does the numbers contains? Numbers contains what? These are the values it contains. Therefore I write here 10, 20, 30. Okay, now what happens is this for loop is going to represent, okay, x with each number present in the numbers list. Okay, numbers list. Let us say first of all x is going to represent with 10, means 10 will be stored into x. Enters here. Now x is printed. What the x is? 10 now. Okay, there are no statements present over here. Therefore in the next iteration, in next cycle, next value 20 is going to be assigned to the x, and x will be printed as 20. Okay, next iteration 30 will be assigned to the x, and the x value printed like what? 30. Once all values are completed, the loop will be stopped or terminated. Okay, so this is what the in operator. This in operator can be used with what? For loop, in order to iterate through each and every number present in the sequence. Here the sequence name is what? List actually here. Okay, So this is how we are going to. So we are going to understand in depth of this particular for loop later on. But here I am telling just about what the in operator. Okay, fine. This is how it is going to work. So let me get back here. Alright. So like this, membership operator can be used for two purposes: to check a value exists in a list of values, like this we can use, or this in operator can be used with for loop to iterate through each element of a sequence, means list, tuple, etc. So like this we can use inside the for loop also to process each and every element of the sequence, right? Second operator is like identity operator we are going to understand, and this is called as is operator. Is operator. What does this is operator do? In Python, is an identity operator which can be used to compare the memory location or address of two objects. What is the meaning of this one? Let us understand now, please. Let us understand this particular thing. Let me close the program. Here I open. This particular screen I am going to minimize. Let's say let me decrease the size of the screen. Fine. And moreover, I go here, and beside that board also I am going to keep here. So what happens? Let us say that x is equal to 12. Assume that y is also what? 12. Already I have explained this particular thing at the beginning of the Python. X is equal to 12, y is equal to 12. What happens with this particular thing? So in the memory, two objects will be created. One object is what? X. Another object is what? Y. So therefore, x is an object created. X is an object created, please. X is an object created, which is stored with what? 12. And this object address is 101. Assume that the object address is 101. Similarly, y object is created. This y object is also stored with what? 12. And this this y object will not create, because the values are what? 12. 12 is an object already present here, therefore the same 12 object is also assigned to what? Y. Means y is also an object that points to what? This 12 only. So x is a variable. I say x is a variable that points to this 12 object. Y is also a variable that points to what? The same object. Therefore the x object address is 101, y object address is also 101. Let me show you this one practically here. Let's say print. To print the addresses we can use id, please. Id of x comma id of y. Now you can see that the id is what? See, 60264 and 60264. Here for understanding purpose I written here 101. I written what? 101. But when internally this object address is what? This object address is what? This much very big number it is. Clear? So x and y both having what? Same addresses only. Got it? Now I want to check whether this x and y points to the same object, same address or not. How can I check? That can be done by using is operator. X is y. Means now this is operator is going to check whether the x address and y address is same or not. Means x and y are pointing to the same object, same memory location, same address or not. That is going to it will display yes, true. Means x and y both are pointing to the same address only. Suppose z is equal to, I have written 15. 15. See, 15 is an object not present in the memory now. Not present in the memory. Therefore, 15 is an object not present. Now, one 15 object, a new object will be created. And this is pointing by whom now? Z. Whose address? Assume that 202. Assume. Assume it is a 202 address. So let me show you the address of this particular thing. ID of Z is equal to, see, I got a different address now. Different address apart from this one. So therefore now I want to say is x is z. See, x and y addresses are same. No, x address is 101 here, z address is 202. So therefore both are not same. It gives what? False. Or you can also check here. So x address is what? 264 and z address is what? 360. So both are not same. Therefore it will give you false. So like this, if you want to check whether the two variables are pointing to the same object or not, or say pointing to the same memory location or not, if you want to check, then you can use what? This operator. Okay, and you can also use not operator also here, not with is. Okay, x is not z, yes, you can use like this, the negation operator. Okay, yes, x is not z, x is 101, z is 202, so 101 is not 202, yes, obviously it is true. Okay, like this not also we can use. Okay, so like this, in this class we have understood basically two operators. One is membership operator and what, identity operator. But this in operator is most important operator in Python. Please you understand this one very well. Okay,